Hey guys, Tony here from Finally Explained. In this video, I'm going to tell you the two most important things you need to focus on to be a successful real estate investor. I'm also going to tell you about an interesting way you've probably never heard of to quickly get interest-free money at the end of this video, so make sure you stay tuned until the very end. If you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell because it will actually bring you 10 years of good luck and you don't even have to fact check that. Now, let's get down to business. When it comes to real estate investing, there are a lot of things to think about. How are you going to structure your business? How are you going to handle your accounting? How are you going to fix up your properties? Undoubtedly, you could end up wasting a lot of time getting caught up in the details that won't necessarily push your business forward. Fortunately, there's a modern genius who has some pretty effective thinking models for complex ideas. Elon Musk is the CEO of many different innovative companies, most notably Tesla and SpaceX. When asked how he approaches complex problems, Elon suggested the thinking model of first principles. He explained that when using the first principles model, you need to boil things down to their fundamental truths and reason up from there. So how does this apply to real estate? When you boil things down in real estate investing, the dollar for dollar most important task you can work on is finding good deals. So let's look at some of the best ways you can find great deals in real estate. Often, to get properties at a discount, you need to find motivated sellers. If you want to know how to find motivated sellers, all you have to do is remember the 4 Ds: death, divorce, dislocation, and downsizing. Now, a lot of people get uncomfortable in this next part because basically you are targeting people in a tight spot. You can still help these people though. Oftentimes, your fast, low-ball offer is more convenient to the seller than them facing possible foreclosure, ruining their credit, shelling out money for repairs, or putting the house up for sale and making the monthly payment while it sits on the market. So let's look at the first D, death. It's not the funnest subject to talk about, but we're all going to die someday. Unfortunately, sometimes people die without having their affairs in order. In these cases, if the family cannot reconcile the debts of the deceased, then the cases go to probate court. Oftentimes, probate court lists for your local county are public record. This means that you can likely go on your county's public access website and get information about probate cases. Most of the time, you can get information and mailing addresses for the family of the deceased. This strategy also applies to the second D, divorce. Divorce filings are often also public record, so you can use a similar strategy to compile a list from divorce cases. The third D is dislocation. Oddly enough, sometimes people move and never sell their old home. Sometimes people inherit a house from a state that they're not from. In order to market to these people, you need to look for the absentee owner list. An absentee owner is an individual or business that owns a property they do not live in. I've gotten lists like this before on sites like listsource.com. The fourth D is downsizing. Downsizing refers to someone losing their job. I don't have any specific advice for finding these individuals. However, there is a way to find properties for sale that are the result of people who have fallen on hard times. Sheriff sales and tax sales are avenues for acquiring properties at a discount. However, most of the time, in order to even participate in these sales, you need to be able to prove that you have funds in your bank account, or at least be in a position where you could get the funds if you needed to. This leads me to the second most important task you need to work on in order to be a successful real estate investor: finding money. You need to find money in order to keep buying deals, or to even buy your first deal for that matter. Local community banks are a good start as they are more likely to lend on local real estate. Hard money lenders are willing to lend on good deals, but often at the cost of fees and higher interest rates. Once you start investing aggressively, you are quickly going to run out of money. When you run out of money, you need to start getting really creative in the way that you structure your deals. You can look into buying real estate with land contracts and seller financing. You can also develop a pitch and create an evidence manual and raise private money from family and friends. A huge benefit to private money is that often you get to set the borrowing terms and conditions and interest rate. Be careful how you go about getting private money though. There are a great deal of rules and regulations that go along with borrowing private money, and they are pretty state specific. I promise I'll make a video about obtaining private money sometime in the near future, so look out for that. Before I dive into this last topic, if you have made it this far in the video, please prove it by hitting the like button and share this video if you found it helpful. Are you ready to learn how to quickly and easily get interest-free money? Okay, first off, this strategy isn't for everyone. The strategy is a little sketchy. You need to be very confident in the deal you're going to invest in if you choose to do this, because you still have to pay the money back eventually. You also need to have good credit, and it helps if you have a higher income so that you can get a larger credit limit. The first thing you have to do is sign up for a new credit card with an introductory 0% interest rate. Some cards offer 0% for more than 12 months. The next thing you do is go to a store that sells prepaid debit cards. Every store has a different policy on how much they'll allow you to buy per day. I have been inside stores that will allow you to get up to 4 prepaid debit cards of $500 each. The store cashier will have to get their manager, and they will scan your ID because this activity looks a lot like money laundering. Use your new credit card to buy the prepaid debit cards. Pay the fees, then go to a store that allows you to make money orders. Use the debit cards to make money orders. Then take the money orders and deposit them into your bank account. Boom! Cash money. Unless your bank is lame and puts a hold on the money order. Anyways, this lets you max out an entire credit card and turn it into cash for a lot less than cash advances. Some people actually make money with credit cards this way. Before you leave this video, please consider watching my previous video on house hacking. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more